Welcome guys to a brand new video on solo leveling Arise. Now in today's video, this is an important video because I'm going to be going over the best selection for the rate up list. Now if you guys are unaware, the standard banner has a selection section where you can select 4 items, whether it's a character / hunter or a weapon. Now there's a common mistake a lot of people make, especially at the start of the game, where they completely fill out the slot with hunters or they'll completely fill out the slot with weapons, which honestly isn't really a good idea, especially at the start, because you do want weapons and you do want hunters, and then filling up your entire slot with just hunters isn't really a good idea, especially when if you lose 50-50, all 4 of the hunters you picked will not be given to you. You have no chance of getting those 4 hunters if you lose 50-50, and therefore you will get the other worst SSR in the game. So it's better statistically to have 2 hunters and 2 weapons in your 4 selection or 4 slots at the start of the game. Now of course I'm going to mention late game and middle game or whatever so that you guys are aware of the best selection, but if you guys are starting out, this is going to be very important, so make sure you guys are paying attention and watch the video to the end. Now before I carry on with the video guys, there is one way you guys can help support the channel. I am a content creator for Netmarble for solo leveling Arise, so I have a link down in the comments that you guys can go ahead and press, and you can go ahead and support me. So you'll find my name is AC Gamer, you know my logo. Go ahead and support the channel. I think right now as I'm recording, it hasn't officially opened up, but in a couple of hours when the global server opens up, you will be able to support a content creator. So again, help me out by pressing the support. You only have to press that, and yeah, that's gonna help me out a lot, especially when I'm trying to get characters and do a bunch of showcasing and testing for you guys. It's gonna come in very helpful for me. So I do have a couple of videos already that goes over the best characters in the game, and I also highly recommend you guys checking this out. So this goes over the best characters to reroll for and the main priority. And then I also have a tier list video for both weapons, and well, the tier list video is including weapons and characters or hunters, so I definitely recommend you guys watching that as well, so that you guys are well aware of the best characters in the game. Now also don't forget to like and subscribe, show support to the channel, and if you guys enjoyed this video, let's go ahead and click the like button, and let's go ahead and get at least 50 likes in today's video. Once again, I highly recommend you guys checking out this videos as well. So if you go over to here, so I have a tier list. This is technically the tier list for my previous video. However, I do recommend still watching the video because I explain why certain characters are here, because even though this character is in S tier, he is not the character you want to be going for out of all the SSRs in the game. So don't make the mistake by just looking at this and thinking, okay, this is the character that if I get him, it's still good. I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, so if you guys, again, before I carry on, let me explain the rate up again. So there's 4 selection, it's 50-50, you lose 50-50, none of the 4 characters or hunters or weapons you put in there, you will not be able to obtain them and when you lose your 50-50, but then the next one is guaranteed. So the smartest thing to do is to add 2 characters and 2 weapons, because even if you lose 50-50, there is still a chance of you getting some of the better SSR characters and the better SSR weapons. Even if they're not in your selection, it is still fine, because all you can see over here, actually I'm going to remove him. So I'm going to actually just take them out of the list completely, because how do I just remove it? Where is it? Do I just put it there? Oh, I can't move it down. Okay, that's fine. So I'm just going to put them all the way at the bottom, because at the end of the day, all that matters is the standard banner characters. So those 2 are not standard banner units. So as you can see, there's 3 really good SSR characters. And then if you go over to weapons, we're going to exclude the hunters one because you can't get them from the banner. So let's just quickly remove all of the hunters one as well. So 2 characters, 2 weapons at the start when you're rerolling. Either you get a hunter, either you get a weapon, it does not matter as long as it's one of these 3 over here. So in terms of characters, as long as it's this 3, in fact this is your main priority in terms of hunters when you're rerolling, this 4 in my opinion, and then after that it will be her followed by Lim. So that's your choice. And then in terms of weapons, it's honestly, okay, I can't really, actually it's this 2, either this 2, this is the best 2, or you can put this one or you can put this one. So yeah, so you put 2 and 2. So first thing you could do is Emma. This is what I have currently right now, and I recommend you guys do this. So just in case you do win 50-50, you have the opportunity to get one of the 4 best SSRs in the entire game. So there's 4 selections. What you should do is have Emma, Seal. That is the 2 characters you will put. And then for weapons, you can put the Plume Sword. Well, definitely put the Plume Sword. This is the most important weapon. And then you can choose either the Grimoire, this one, or you can pick this over here, or you can pick the Judgment weapon, or you can pick this weapon. The reason why you're not picking this Scythe is simply because you do get this for free in the future. Now, it is going to take you a while before you get this for free, but if you want to get this weapon at the start, it's fine, but I wouldn't really recommend it. You only really need 1 dupe for the weapon, and you still get given the dupe. So you get 2 copies of this for free. So again, don't really recommend getting this. So in terms of selection, like it's like this is all the weapons you want. So again, the best selection in my opinion is Emma, Seal, followed by the Plume Sword and either of those 4. But I will pick the Grimoire in my opinion. So the Plume Sword, the Grimoire, Emma, and Seal over here. Now, again, if you lose 50-50, it's fine because you still have other great options you can get. Now, you can either get him, Min Byung. He is one of the best support characters, debuffer / support characters in the game. He has the ability to reduce the enemies or increase the enemies damage taken by 15%, plus has the ability to buff your allies by increasing the amount of damage they deal, plus increasing the crit damage they deal as well. He is probably going to be the main important character for when Charhain is in the game. So Charhain is going to be the limited banner character that you guys will have the opportunity to summon for. So Min Byung will probably be a really top tier support character for her. So you could actually just put him in your selection as well. But I do think Emma and Seal are the best 2, like most important hunters in the entire game. So if you lose 50-50, you can still get him, and then you can also get Beck. Now there's 2 different Becks in the game. This is the transformed Beck or silver main Beck, but then there's the normal Beck. He is the best breaker in the game. If you guys are unaware of what breakers are, the enemy has a break bar. Not every single enemy, but some bosses have a break bar, and you want to break the bar as fast as possible, and he is one of the best for that. Plus he also has the ability to debuff the opponent by decreasing the defense by 20%. So that's actually very helpful, and his damage is also pretty good. So those are the 4 selection of the characters you really want, but then you can also get Lee Bora, and it's fine. I would say Lim is good, but trust me guys, when you're trying to progress as fast as possible, Lim is not the character you want. So again, good or OP, but not really OP, honestly, but he is not the selection of character you want. So these are the 4-5 selection of characters. So even if you lose 50-50, it's cool. So, and then for the weapons over here, again, again, the Plume Sword definitely needs to be on your list. And then you have the Grimoire and you have all these other options. It doesn't really matter, honestly. It doesn't really matter, any of this, but you don't want this weapon. Like, you don't want this weapon, and that's pretty much it. So again, split it in half. When you start the game, 2 weapons, 2 characters. Now once you start getting a lot of hunters, if you guys manage to pull Emma and Seal, you could go in for dupes, but I don't really recommend it at the start. Later on, of course, dupes are going to make the character really broken, but then you just then start putting other hunters that you don't have. So Min Byung and him, yeah, those will be your 2 other hunters. Let's say you have Emma and Seal. But if you manage to do a couple of summons and you keep getting weapons, and you have at least 2 weapons, 2 SSR weapons that are up here, then you will switch your entire list. Your entire list will now focus on hunters instead, hoping that you win 50-50, of course. So again, if you lose 50-50 but you keep getting a lot of hunters, then you would then remove your entire list of hunters and put weapons instead, because at the end of the day, on day 1, you want hunters and you want SSR weapons. You want both SSR weapons and hunters at the same time, because the weapons will help you guys progress. The hunters will help you guys progress in the other content in the game. So yeah, so depending on what you get when you're summoning, if you get 2 hunters, I think at that point you can now start switching to trying to focus on just weapons instead, and that would be your main priority. So in day 1, I recommend you guys have Emma, Seal, the Plume Sword, and honestly the Grimoire. Those will be your 4 selection. And if you get CO, then you can remove her out of the list. I think she's still a great character to get dupes, but just in case, you just want more selection of characters, so you just remove CO and then put Min Byung instead, or put Beck instead. And if you get one of them, you remove them, and then at that point you start focusing on weapons. So that is how you guys will actually focus on your selection with the rate ups over here. So again, it's up to you what you want to do, but especially when you're rerolling, it's weapons and characters at the same time. And later on, as you start summoning, you get your SSR, you take a look at your account. If you have enough SSR weapons, just 2 weapons, honestly, 2 SSR weapons, and you don't need any other SSR weapon, then you can start focusing on getting a lot more hunters. But of course, getting these for the SSR weapons will be really, really good as well. So yeah. But at the start of the game, you're not really focusing on dupes. You're trying to just get as much hunters as possible. As long as you get all 5 of this really top tier characters, you guys now can start focusing on dupes for Emma and CO. Those are the 2 most important duped characters that you need to dupe up. Now, if you do manage to pull this character when you're rerolling, just start again. You get him for free. So yeah. And even if you pull the Scythe, I guess you can still keep the account as long as you have other great SSR characters or weapons in your account. Anyways, it's been your boy AC Gamer. Hopefully you guys find this video helpful. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to show support to the channel, and I'm out.